Good morning students, welcome to our today's online session. Hope all are fine. Last week we were discussing some chapters from our textbook. This week again we are moving on with our writing session. So we have studied certain questions which can be asked in writing session. Today we are going to discuss a very important question, how to write invitation letters. So what is the purpose of writing invitation letter? Invitation letters are prepared to invite a person or a group of persons for a particular occasion. So there can be generally written invitation letter, that means for a common group of people, or invitation letter to a particular person. So different types of invitation letters are there. There will be formal functions, there will be informal functions like marriage and all. Okay, so when we are writing invitation letter, there are two classifications. One is formal letter, formal invitation, and informal invitation. And again, this formal invitation has two another classifications, that is card and letter. Invitation card and invitation letter. Informal invitation also has the same classification. Informal invitation card and informal invitation letter. Somehow these questions will be asked in CPSE for 4 marks. And as we have discussed, 1 mark will be for the format of the letter. And 3 marks, again it will be divided, 1.5 for content and 1.5 for expression. So if you know the format, the content is very easy. Just like we discussed in notice writing, the word limit is 50 words. Shouldn't go beyond 50 words. And it has a specific format also. So you need not write too many things in that letter, in a card. Today we are discussing invitation card, formal invitation card. So how to write a formal invitation card? I told you for format 1 mark, so certain format are there. Content 1.5 mark, content will be there in the question itself, and expression. So you can by heart certain expressions that you can write in such letters. So 4 mark is yours now. Now let us see what is the format of an invitation letter. Just like notice, posters and all these things that we already studied, you have to enclose the whole thing in a box. One thing, everything in a box. Then in the box, towards the middle of that box, what you have to write is the name of the host. The host can be a person or a company. So whoever it is, whatever it is, the first line towards the middle of that box, it should be the name of the host. Then in the second line, it should be the words of invitation. So the words, that particular vocabulary, whatever you are using there. So first line, the name of the host. Second line, word of invitation. Request the pleasure of your presence with the family, or request the pleasure of yourself. Something like that. The word of invitation should be in the second line. In the third line, it should be the occasion. For what occasion we are preparing that invitation card. So third line, the occasion should come. So remember, first line, the name of the host, who is hosting that occasion. Second line, word of invitation. Third line, it should be the occasion. And what you have to write in the fourth line? In the fourth line, if you have any chief guest for this occasion, we are writing formal letter, formal invitation card. Okay, so if you have a chief guest, you can give the name of the chief guest in big letters in the next line. And after that, you have to write the date, time and venue of this occasion. So first line again from the beginning. First line, name of the host. Second line, words of invitation. Third line, occasion. Fourth line, If there is any chief guest, give the chief guest name. In the next line, date, time and venue of this occasion. Then what do you have to write? Towards the left hand side of the page, you will write RSVP. RSVP, it's an abbreviation, and RSVP means expecting your presence or expecting your reply. RSVP. It is not the same words. It is of some other language. So RSVP means expecting your presence. Then after that, towards this margin side itself, what you have to write is the name and address of the family who is, or the name and address of the company who is inviting these people. So the host address or to contact numbers. Then after that, you have to give contact number. So contact address and contact number, and enclose the whole thing in a box. This is how you have to write a formal invitation card. So remember, in the beginning, towards the middle of this box, name of the host. After that, words of invitation. After that, occasion. After that, name of the chief guest. Then date, time and venue. Then towards the margin side, RSVP. RSVP. And below that, address of the host or the contact details of the host. Next, the phone numbers to be contacted, and close the box. This is how you have to write an invitation. And remember certain things. Always write the invitation in simple present tense. Which tense? Simple present tense. Then don't ever use any abbreviations except that RSVP. Don't ever use any abbreviations in your invitation card except that RSVP that we mentioned. So these are things that you have to remember. And one more thing, write the letter in third person. Like Mr. and Mrs. Bhatia invites you for the function of. So as a third person. Even if it is Mr. and Mrs. Bhatia inviting you, you will write the letter in a third person. You will write the invitation card in a third person. So remember all these things. For format 1 mark, content 1.5 mark, content you will get from the question itself. Then 1.5 mark for the expression. Expression means these words of invitation and all. Then the whole thing should come in a box. In the beginning, how to start. In the middle of this first line, the host name. Below that, words of invitation. Below that, occasion. Then day, date and time. And venue, if any chief guest is there, mention that. Then RSVP, give the contact address. Next line, contact number, and close the box. And remember, everything should be written in simple present tense. Remember, everything should be written in third person. And do not use any abbreviations other than RSVP in an invitation card. Formal invitation card. This is how you have to write a formal invitation card. If you can remember all these things, definitely you will get whole 4 marks for this letter, this question. An example is given along with the notes. Go through the example and attend the test today itself and send it. Shall we meet in our next session with another invitation letter, with informal invitation card and letter. Take care. Bye-bye.